The sound of a child's footsteps echoed inside a dusty biker diner. It wasn't the place you'd expect to find innocence. The air smelled of gasoline, leather, and smoke. But when a 10-year-old girl named Lily pushed open the heavy door, barefoot, with tears staining her cheeks and $3 wrinkled clutched in her hand, the entire room went silent. The toughest men in town, tattooed, scarred, and feared, turned their heads. Nobody could have guessed the words that would fall from her trembling lips. "Please, can you help me? My stepmom locked my brother in the basement. She says he won't eat tonight." And in that single moment, the lives of everyone in that bar changed forever. Before we begin this powerful story, if you believe in protecting children, standing against abuse, and showing kindness when it matters most, please like this video and subscribe to Drama Files. Because sometimes the most unexpected stories teach us the strongest lessons. Lily had lived through more pain than most adults could endure. Her mother had passed away when she was just 5. Her father, Mark, loved her deeply, but worked long shifts as a truck driver, often gone for days. And that's when her stepmom, Victoria, entered the picture. Victoria was cold, harsh, and cruel. She treated Lily and her younger brother, Noah, not like children, but like burdens. Meals were skipped, voices were raised, and punishments were cruel. But Noah was only 6 years old, too small, too fragile to understand why his belly hurt from hunger. And Lily, being the older sister, tried to shield him. She shared her food, wiped his tears, and whispered bedtime stories so he could fall asleep. One night, after an argument with their father, Victoria's cruelty crossed a line. She locked Noah in the basement, refusing him dinner. His cries echoed through the vents of the house. Lily's heart broke. She couldn't take it anymore, so she did the unthinkable. She ran, with nothing but $3 crumpled from her piggy bank. She walked barefoot across town, determined to find someone, anyone, strong enough to protect them. When Lily stepped into the biker diner, her tiny figure seemed out of place. The room was filled with leather jackets, beards, boots, and loud laughter. A jukebox played old rock songs, but when she spoke, when her voice trembled with desperation, the entire diner went silent. A man named Bear, the leader of the biker group, stood up. He was tall, broad, with tattoos covering his arms. His face was rough, but his eyes softened as he knelt to her level. "Sweetheart, what did you just say?" Through tears, Lily repeated her plea. "Please, my brother is locked in the basement. He's so hungry. I don't know what to do. I'll give you my money. Just please save him." She opened her tiny fist, showing the wrinkled bills. The bikers glanced at one another. These were men who had fought wars, lost friends, and seen death. But none of it compared to seeing a little girl beg for her brother's life. Bear gently closed her hand over the money. "Keep it. You don't pay us, Lily. We ride because it's right." Engines roared to life. One by one, the bikers mounted their Harleys, headlights piercing the night. Neighbors peeked through curtains, whispering in fear. The sound of motorcycles usually meant trouble, but tonight it meant something else. Tonight, it meant justice. Lily sat safely in the sidecar of Bear's bike, clutching her small teddy bear, For the first time in weeks, she felt hope. The bikers weren't just riding, they were charging into battle. When they arrived at Lily's small home, Victoria stood at the door with folded arms, smirking. "What's this circus? Get off my property," she sneered. Bear stepped forward, his voice calm but commanding. "We're here for the kids. Open the door." Victoria laughed bitterly. "You think I'm scared of you? These are my stepchildren. I'll raise them how I want." But when the rest of the bikers lined up behind Bear, silent, unyielding, their presence like a wall of steel, Victoria's confidence wavered. "We don't hurt women," Bear said, "but we protect children. So you have a choice. Open that basement, or we open it for you." The silence that followed was deafening. Finally, Victoria's face twisted with rage, but her hands shook as she unlocked the basement door. Inside, Noah sat on the cold floor, his cheeks wet with tears, his stomach growling from hunger. When he saw Lily, he ran into her arms. "It's okay, Noah," she whispered. "We're safe now." Bear bent down, lifting Noah into his arms. "Kid, you're never spending another night like that again." The bikers didn't stop at rescuing the children. They stayed until the police arrived, making sure Victoria was taken into custody for abuse and neglect. When Mark, the children's father, rushed home and saw the flashing lights, his world collapsed. He realized how blind he had been to the suffering happening right under his roof. Through tears, he hugged Lily and Noah. "I'm so sorry. I should have protected you." Bear placed a heavy hand on his shoulder. "Don't waste time on guilt. Be the father they need. That's the only way forward." That night, the biker diner became a different kind of place. The jukebox was silent. Instead, laughter filled the room as Lily and Noah sat at a big table eating burgers and fries. Their first real meal in weeks. The bikers watched with quiet pride. Hardened men, covered in scars, secretly wiping their eyes when no one was looking. Bear leaned down to Lily and said, "You don't need to be afraid anymore. You've got a family now, on the road, in leather, with engines louder than fear." For the first time in a long time, Lily smiled. The storyteller's voice softens here. Sometimes heroes don't wear capes. Sometimes they wear leather jackets, ride motorcycles, and carry scars from battles no one else sees. But what makes them heroes isn't their power. It's their choice. The choice to protect the weak. The choice to stand up when no one else will. The choice to say, "Not on my watch." So tonight, remember Lily's story. Remember Noah's tears. Remember the bikers who became angels when the world looked darkest. Because true strength isn't about fists, money, or fear. It's about compassion. It's about standing up for those who can't stand for themselves. If you believe in family, kindness, and protecting the innocent, please like this video and subscribe to Drama Files. Because stories like this remind us that the world can still be kind if we choose to make it so.